Hello and welcome to the Great North Gardener. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the unique challenges of northern gardening, you're in the right place. Our mission is to provide clear, straightforward help for starting and creating a beautiful, productive garden right in your own home, specifically tailored for our shorter growing seasons. This is your essential how-to guide for April in Zone 5, Canada. We'll cover which flowering and veggie types to focus on right now, the crucial task of leaf mulching, and how to properly prepare your garden beds for the unpredictable spring weather ahead. Getting these early steps right is the key to success. April has finally arrived in Zone 5, and after a long, cold winter, it feels absolutely brilliant. There's a palpable sense of renewal in the air, a promise of the vibrant life to come. The snow has, for the most part, melted away, revealing the dark, rich earth beneath. The familiar sound of birds singing their cheerful tunes has returned, a welcome soundtrack to our garden preparations. You can almost feel the ground waking from its long winter slumber, warming with each day of sunshine. All of that careful winter planning, the seed catalogues, the sketches, the dreams, now starts to become a tangible reality. But remember, April isn't a month for rushing. The soil is still cold and often very wet. Steady, thoughtful work always wins the day. The effort you put in now truly sets the foundation for the entire season ahead. By tackling the right tasks at the right time, you're ensuring healthier plants, bigger harvests, and more beautiful, abundant blooms later in the summer. We'll learn to work with the fickle spring weather, not against it, using simple techniques to protect our young plants from late frosts. So, put the kettle on, grab your notepad, and let's dive in. Our approach is to keep it simple, clear, and most importantly, enjoyable. Let's get your garden off to the best possible start. As the days lengthen and the first hints of warmth return, the garden calls us back outside. The very first job, and perhaps the most satisfying of the entire year, is the great spring cleanup. It's a ritual of renewal, a chance to sweep away the remnants of winter and prepare the ground for the vibrant growth to come. This initial effort sets the stage for a healthy and beautiful garden, making all subsequent tasks that much easier and more rewarding. Before you grab a single tool, take a gentle walk around your space. This is a moment for observation, not action. Look closely at every corner. What has survived the winter? Where are the first signs of new life? It's a good idea to bring a notepad or your phone to jot down ideas or tasks for later. Reacquaint yourself with the landscape. It's changed over the last few months. You'll quickly notice that winter leaves its mark. Debris collects everywhere, in your beds, across the lawn, and especially under shrubs and hedges. Look for thick blankets of matted leaves, small broken branches snapped by wind or snow, and the skeletal remains of last year's dried perennial stems. This detritus isn't just untidy. It can smother delicate new shoots struggling to reach the light. Gather it all up carefully. As you clear the ground, the garden will instantly look miles better, but the benefits are more than just cosmetic. This debris provides the perfect damp, dark shelter for pests like slugs and snails to hide and lay their eggs. It can also harbor fungal spores from diseases like black spot and powdery mildew, ready to infect new growth. A thorough cleanup is your first and best line of defense, but be mindful of where you step. Early spring soil is often saturated and soggy. Walking on it creates heavy traffic that compacts the soil structure, squeezing out the essential air pockets that roots need to breathe and grow. If you must walk on the beds, use a board or plank to distribute your weight. A simple test. Grab a handful of soil and squeeze. If water streams out, it's too wet. Wait a few dry days for it to drain. When clearing, your tools should be as gentle as your footsteps. Use a flexible leaf rake, not a stiff garden rake. Your goal is to free the crowns of emerging perennials like hostas and daylilies without bruising or nipping their tender new shoots. Work slowly, pulling debris away from the plants rather than scraping over the top of them. While the soil is soft and you're already down at ground level, it's the perfect time to tackle weeds. Pull the small, opportunistic ones now, dandelions, chickweed, bittercress, before their roots can establish a firm hold. Removing them now prevents them from competing with your garden plants for precious water and nutrients later on. For weeds that have already set seed, it's best to bin them or put them in a separate pile. Don't add them to your main compost unless you're certain your pile gets truly hot enough to destroy the seeds. With the debris cleared and the first weeds gone, you're left with a clean bed, a blank canvas, ready and waiting for the color and life of spring and summer. This is your reward, a garden poised for a fresh start. With beds tidy, the heart of your garden, the soil, comes first. Healthy soil equals healthy plants. A quick soil test shows pH and nutrients so you can tweak toward neutral. Top dress with compost, nature's superfood, improves structure, moisture, and microlife. Aim for about an inch, fork in lightly, or let earthworms draw it down. Those saved leaves are pure gold. Shred and use as mulch. Mulch suppresses weeds, saves water, moderates temperature, and feeds as it breaks down. But timing matters. Let April sun warm soil first. Lay the season's main layer once soil's warmed, end of April into early May. Easy win that pays all season. Keep it thin early, let life in the soil kick into gear. Simple steps. Test pH. Add an inch of compost, time that mulch. Job done. April is perfect for a quick tool tune-up. Clean first to prevent spreading soil-borne nasties. Remove rust with steel wool or a wire brush. Finish with a light oil wipe for protection. Sharpen spades, hoes, and pruners. Clean cuts, easier digging. Smooth, oiled handles are safer and comfy in hand. Tighten anything wobbly before it bites back. Hang them up dry, shed, or garage to make them last and save money. An hour now saves hours later across the season. Your future self says cheers, ready for action. Pruning feels daunting, but it's vital for health and shape. Prune summer flowers like potentilla and spirea now, they bloom on new growth. Cut to encourage vigor and bigger summer displays. Do not prune spring stars like forsythia, lilac, magnolia yet. They've set buds on old wood, wait until after they flower. Roses, perfect now. Remove the 3 Ds, dead, damaged, diseased. Open the center and cut above an outward bud to reduce black spot. Perennials, clip old growth, mind those new crowns. Grasses, cut to a few inches so fresh blades can rock it up. Sharp, clean tools, always. Shape set for the season. Don't forget the lawn, it frames your flower and veg beds. Rake thoroughly to remove thatch, leaves and debris so air, water and nutrients reach roots. Moss? Improve compaction, drainage, and pH. Fork in holes to ease compaction and help water move. Test pH. Add lime if soil's too acidic. For thin spots, scuff the soil. Add topsoil or compost, seed per rate, rake in, water lightly. Keep it consistently moist until germination. Hold off heavy feeding until growth is vigorous, late April into May. Early heavy feeding can fuel weeds. If you must, go light and slow release. You're setting up a lush summer carpet. Simple steps, big impact. April. The garden is waking up and that familiar buzz is in the air. After months of planning, it's finally time to get our hands dirty and sow some seeds. This is where the magic of the growing season truly begins. The first big decision is where to sow. Tender, long-season crops need a head start indoors, protected from the lingering chill. Meanwhile, hardier vegetables are tough enough to be sown straight into the garden soil. Your summer favorites, think juicy tomatoes, crisp peppers, and glossy eggplants, need a good 6 to 8 weeks of indoor pampering before the last frost date. This protected start is crucial for them to mature and produce a bountiful harvest during our shorter northern summers. To gear up for indoor success, you'll need trays or small pots, and a quality sterile seed starting mix. This isn't the place for heavy garden soil, which can compact and harbor disease. Consistent warmth and good quality grow lights are non-negotiable for strong, stocky seedlings. For direct sowing, the soil is your guide. Wait until it's workable, crumbly and moist, but not a sticky, muddy mess. Squeezing a handful should tell you all you need to know. If it forms a dense, wet ball, give it a few more dry days. So what's on the perfect April direct sow list? Think cool weather champions: peas, spinach, lettuce, radishes, kale, and Swiss chard. These crops thrive in the cool, moist conditions of spring, Always follow the sowing depths on the seed packet. A good rule of thumb is to plant a seed twice as deep as it is wide. And don't forget to label your rows. It seems obvious now, but future you will thank you when you're trying to tell your carrots from your parsnips. If you were an early bird and started hardy seedlings like broccoli or cabbage back in March, April may be transplant time. But don't rush them from their cozy indoor home straight into the garden. You must harden them off. This process gradually acclimatizes them to outdoor conditions. Think of it as gentle training for the rigors of garden life. Don't go from indoor to garden in one jump. Harden them off gradually over 7 to 10 days. Start with an hour or two in a sheltered, shady spot. Each day, add a little more time and slowly introduce them to more direct sun and breeze. This toughens them up and prevents transplant shock. When direct sowing, check your soil temperatures. A simple soil thermometer is an invaluable tool. Peas and lettuce are happy to germinate around 10 degrees Celsius, but others, like beans or corn, need much warmer soil to sprout. If the soil is too cold and wet, seeds will simply sit there, dormant. This makes them vulnerable, risking rot or becoming a snack for critters. Patience is a virtue. Waiting for the right conditions actually speeds up germination in the long run. But when the timing is right and the soil is warm enough, it all pops. Seemingly overnight, your rows fill with tiny green shoots. It's pure magic. Zone 5. April's nemesis is late frost. Don't let it break your heart. Watch the forecast daily. Clear, still nights drop fastest. Have covers ready. Old sheets, blankets, towels, even big boxes. Make a tent that traps ground heat. Cover down to soil, use stakes or chairs to keep fabric off leaves. Floating row covers work brilliantly. Lay on or hoop for rows of seedlings. Pop cloches over single plants. On at dusk, off at sunrise. Remove early. Sun under covers can cook plants faster than frost can nip them. Water ahead of frost. Moist soil stores and releases more heat. Be a frost fighter, win spring. What to plant this month? Let's make it easy. Go tough and cheerful. Pansies and violas handle light frosts and give instant color. Direct sow sweet peas early for fragrant summer climbers. Peas, sow early for best yields before summer heat. Load up on leafy greens, fast, tasty and perfect for April. Radishes give instant gratification, sow carrots and beets too. Stagger, sow every fortnight for a steady harvest. Divide overgrown perennials, revitalize and get free plants. Avoid waterlogged soil. Plant new bare root or potted perennials now. Last chance to start heat lovers and annual flowers indoors for big late spring transplants. Plant out, after all, frost risk is gone. April's also for planning while beds are bare and your layout is clear. Rotate crops, don't put tomatoes or brassicas in the same spot yearly. Build a timeline around your last frost for sowing and transplanting. Break tasks into weekly wins, no missed windows. Install supports early. Let plants climb naturally, no midsummer wrestling. Fix winter wear now while access is easy. Keep a simple journal. Record what you planted, when, weather notes, germination, first harvests. Next April, your own notes are gold. What worked, what didn't, what to change. A little April effort equals a more successful, less stressful, glorious summer garden. I'm Albert. Thanks for spending time in the garden with me today. Tell us what you think in the comments and like and subscribe.